guys, welcome to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 video. This time it's more about the interior design because I'm furnishing one of these amazing apartments built by Frollein Celine for her New Orleans project. So she basically built the Bourbon Street from New Orleans into Magnolia Promenade, which is a world that you get from the Get to Work add-on or expansion pack. I guess it was an expansion pack, right? And yeah, it looks absolutely stunning, so I'm really looking forward to visit with my Sims New Orleans. And the basic idea is that one of these houses or lots is an apartment house, and you can choose all apartments or just choose one apartment to furnish it and upload it to the gallery with the hashtag New Orleans project. And of course I did, because Frollein Celine is a very good simming friend of me. We do lots of collabs, and yeah, we are just like really good friends in real life too. So of course I had to do that. It's amazing. I just love the New Orleans that she has created, and I chose the blue apartment house half, or however you would call it, because blue is my favorite color, as you all already know. And I just thought, yeah, just do the blue one because it looks awesome and it will look awesome. I've already seen so many other simmers have done this, and I really loved how creative they all were. They did amazing apartments. They all look so beautiful, amazing work. And I came across that not a lot of them did like a loft vibe that I wanted to do. Yeah, that was like the basic idea. I wanted to do another loft interior design. I know it's not really suiting to the, New Orleans style, I would say. But yeah, I just wanted to do something different here because there are already so many amazing apartments, and the interior design is just absolutely crazy. So I mean, me and Frollein Celine, we were thinking like, okay, we can stop doing YouTube now because apparently we're not good enough anymore. It's crazy how good everybody is. And yeah, it's really amazing. So I really had to up my ante here, I would say. So this is the loft thing. I thought that nobody has done maybe a loft or like a really big lofty space. And this is why I came up with that idea. So I started with the kitchen again. Of course, I used for the loft vibe like a wallpaper with bricks and the floor with bricks. And when I was like halfway through the build, my boyfriend looked over my shoulder and, looked what I was doing. And he was like, "Why is there brick on the floor?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because it's a loft. Lofts have brick on the floor." And he said, "No, they don't. They have like concrete or something, but they don't have bricks on the floor." And I just thought, but it looks better that way. That's usually the argument where he just says, "Well, okay, woman, just do what you like." I'm not saying anything again. But yeah. Just write me in the comments, do lofts in America maybe, or in the country where you're from, have brick on the floor, like brick pattern, or do they have concrete? I don't know. I just thought it looks pretty cool to have like the same pattern on the wall than on the floor. And it was also a bummer because the wallpaper is from the Dine Out pack. And yeah, the floor is from base game, I guess, so they're not really like matching, but I chose the, the patterns that matched like the closest in terms of the look, I would say. And I really like the Dine Out brick wallpaper. It looks so cool, like a little bit washed out somehow. I really like it because it has like this really fine kind of pattern and texture. And that's what I always like, if it's like more detailed, because you could always go for a just plain blue wallpaper, which I would love because it's blue, but otherwise, or on the other hand, it's just a blue wall. It's like no texture at all. And from the base game, for example, the wallpapers are not very patterned, I would say, or have like really nice texture. So they're like a little bit of, realism. So I really like that the brick wallpaper looks so cool. I really like that idea with the loft, and therefore I wanted to do a loft build, of course, as well. So yeah, like I said, I started with the kitchen. I chose the light blue, the light blue, and a little bit of this lighter wooden color. I thought it looks really, really cool. Also, I used some of the wall cabinets on the floor at the wall. So they look like some cabinets, but you can't put anything on it since they are like wall cabinets to the game. So there's a little trick that you can use. You can stack some of the shelves, or if you have the Get to Work like I did, use the display shelves from the Get to Work from the shops and stack them in there so you can't see them, and then you can place stuff on it. It looks pretty cool like this, and it's easier to place enough clutter and decoration on there, and yeah, it looks more realistic that way. Also, if you use like, or if you upload it to the gallery and people download it, it will appear like this. Instead, you could also make it with the Control-9 key to, you know, move these objects up, but then usually stuff like this gets deleted because since then it's game logic, you know. It's always a bit of a bummer because sometimes they stay there, sometimes in other people's games they're not there, these objects, they're completely deleted, and in some of people's games they're in the inventory then, so it doesn't make any sense. I didn't have figured out how to really prevent that, but yeah, like this it could work if you use like the shelves, for example, and stack them into, like hiddenly stack them into something, and then you can place something on the shelves, but basically it's just on the cabinet, for example. So yeah, that was one of the ideas, and of course I cluttered it up a lot, because I just like clutter. It looks more lived in like this, it looks more realistic, and I know that some people just don't, you know, like so much clutter, and I can totally understand. Maybe you think it's too messy, it's too much. You can of course always delete those kinds of stuff in my builds. You can do actually whatever you want with my builds. When they're up on the gallery, you can do whatever you want and change them accordingly. So yeah, no biggie. I'm not like a super tough person that only wants you to use my builds like they are. You can use them however you want. It's the same, for example, with the island challenge. If there's not something in the rules, decide yourself. I mean, it's still your challenge, your gameplay. If you want to change stuff for yourself, then of course do so. I mean, who am I to judge? It's The Sims. You can do whatever you want. So yeah, it's the same with my builds if you download them, and I hope you like them, of course. So next, of course, was the living room, and since the whole build is like a small, slim corridor, I would say. There's only like the couch from Spa Day, they have a TV, then there's also a really, really cute looking office space there. And I just hope that you will like it, guys, because it's absolutely adorable. And I've separated a little bit of the office space and the living room with a bookshelf from the Get to Work and a room divider, I guess you would call it. And I just thought, yeah, like this, if you come into the house or apartment, then you get into the office space. So maybe they could really have like an office where they can welcome some people that just want to talk to your Sims professionally about, you know, something they work on or so. So that could be cool. And that was like the main idea. So the office is like back, like way up front, and then they can always put a room divider in there so the people that only wants to visit them in their office or for work don't look into their private like area of the house. That was like a cool idea, I thought, and was like quite realistic. Of course, there's tissues and lotion on the desk, on the glass desk of the office, because I just thought, yeah, more realism again. I always love to use those tissues and lotion, you guys know that. Also, you will find tissues and lotion on the bed and tables, yeah, because they're supposed to be there. I always think that's like a nice, you can always giggle a little bit about, or like have a big smile on your face if you find them. And yeah, so this is the bottom floor. And the upper floor is of course the bedroom, and I just thought it is a 3-story big house, but actually only the 2 first floors are, well, like habitable, I would say, because the upper floor, like the 3rd floor, is really thin, very small, very narrow. It's hard to place anything there, but I thought, yeah, they would have an attic there, I guess. So I chose to put lots and lots of stuff there in the attic, like some boxes and some old looking paintings, for example, but you can also find some really nice objects for skilling. So there's the pumpkin carving station, and there's an easel, for example, a microphone, you know, all that stuff. You can of course place them in the wherever you like, but I just thought maybe it would be cool to just, you know, put them in the attic, because they're all like kind of hobbies the Sims have started and then never finished it, or were so interested in that. So yeah, that was the main idea here. And yeah, I hope you like it, guys. Also, the lighting is pretty cool. Maybe it's a little bit dark in the, you know, for you guys, but I thought not to use so many lights, or like not to use so many lights with very high intensity, I would say. And like this, it looks pretty cool because the walls are really high, and if you use like these ceiling lamps that I've used, I really can't explain what I mean exactly, but I think that the lighting looks special here somehow. I think it looks really cool, not like there's light coming from somewhere, but you can really see from which lamp the light comes from, which is pretty cool because sometimes the lighting in The Sims 4 is really tricky, and I want to make it as realistic as possible sometimes, but yeah, of course, surely you always lack some items to make it even work. And yeah, upstairs on the bed area, you come through a walk-in closet. I used some of the walk-in closets from the Get Together expansion packs, but also some mirrors, because you know they have to look what they are wearing, and then some wall hanging wardrobes, and yeah, a little station with a stool or like a chair and baskets for dirty laundry, for example. So I thought that would be suiting as well. And if they go through that corridor, they come into the bedroom, which has of course a bed. I went with this aqua greenish color here. I think it looks really cool. And then I also used on the other side some counters to make it look like a, how do you say it, a commode? I have no idea how we would call it. But yeah, some kind of closet. And yeah, heavily decorated. Also used a really amazing, super pretty and girly, I would say, cherry tree painting here. I think it looks really nicely, and I just love that bedroom. I love that bedroom personally. That's why I also chose it for the thumbnail, for example. And yeah, I just hope that you like it, guys. That's the video for now. You can download it. The download link is down below. So please check it out, download it, and please just check out the New Orleans project. Just type it in as a hashtag in the gallery. Check out Frollein Celine's channel. Everything is down in the video description. And I hope that you like it, guys, and stay tuned for the screenshots, and I will see you soon. Bye bye!